Welcome to Floppy Friday number 39. This is Kian. Excuse me, I haven't spoken today yet because I'm doing this on Saturday after just coming back from the MX3D bridge opening, and it seems like I've lost my voice a little bit, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, I'm recording at least one or two episodes today to try and get ahead a little bit because I know it's holiday season and I'll be heading off with the family at some point. It's nice that there's some continuity. And I found it! Rambo, First Blood, Part 2. This is it, so I actually went through another stack of discs very quickly this morning. I actually decided I was going to go and look at completely blank discs for fun, just to see what there was. So I've got a little selection here, which is interesting. But this one did have a label on it. I found it in there. It said Rambo. So this is it. This is a game I've been looking for a while. Hopefully it's going to load now. Oh, that was just the loader, the title rather. And let's give it a minute to load. All right, the dynamic duo. We heard a bit about them last week, didn't we? So they present Rambo. Actually, thanking a few people. So there's a little bit of a uncertainty, especially when you see a scene like that, a screen full of symbols like that. Exactly what's going to happen. Okie dokie, here we go. Enter my name. Oh, I have to do it the old, okay, fine. Because it's not like the Commodore 64 has a keyboard or anything, right? Strange. All right. Oh, do I press a button? Oh no, I don't. Ah, here we go. So this, I have memories of it being very like Commando, which it is. It's that sort of, no, you're kidding me. That's got to be a record even for me. Oh dear, well that was quick. I hope I don't have to enter my name again. It took me longer to enter my name than it did to, no, no please. It took me longer to do this than it did to play. Alright. Fine. Maybe I can just press a button. Alright, so what do I need to... I've got a knife. I think that's... Oh, right. Took some hits. I'm not sure, I don't know if I have to run away from them or run towards them. It seems like an enclosed area. Do I have a limited number of knives? It doesn't seem to be. That's good news. But I seem to be able to only take so many hits. See, I can only take so many hits. Anyway, one more time, because I need to get this a little bit, I think. That, I have to admit, the kind of the movement is pretty, especially the diagonal, or it's a little bit, could be better, but I took a few hits there. I'm dead, I know I am. Anyway, this is Rambo. It's one I've been looking for. Commando is another one that, of this ilk that I'd really like to play, because that one I think I played more of than this one. But that was it. Anyway, finally, maybe some memories for some of you. As I said, this did say on the tin what it was. So anyway, but these ones do not. I did quickly load them, but I can't remember which order I've got them in, because I didn't want to waste too much time. So I did find 3 that have. Oh, come on. Yeah, I told you this was happening with this machine. Yeah, so when the video is rolling, here we go. All right, let's see what we've got. I don't remember which sequence, if at all, so I'm not even going to check the directory. I'm just going to load them directly, and then we'll see. A bit of a mystery. So I know that they contain games. Prestige and Dinofield systems. This one, as far as I recall, is Sword of Honor. So this is, so anyway, so I saw this and I thought, fantastic. I don't remember the game. It's interesting there's a U, because that obviously means it's like British spelling, so maybe it's developed in the UK. But anyway, Sword of Honor, I said, this seems familiar. And then I thought, oh great, let's see where it goes. And then it said password check. I'm like, no. So then I Googled Sword of Honor and password check, just to see if there was like the PDF or whatever. And it showed an image of the game, of the cover of the game. And I said, that's really familiar. And then I realised I actually had one. I mean, I have like 2 original covers of games, and this is one of them. So this is Sword of Honor, and I was able to look up in here. There's a password table. So they have the English text on one side and the German text on the other. This is asking for the German text, line 9, word 2. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's going to be zu. Should be, anyway. Word 2. And that's that. So it's going to load, or it's going to run. So that was actually, like, pretty cool, because it was a completely blank, blank label. No, there's a disc with no label on it. So I don't think there's a connection between these, particularly. Anyway, super happy coincidence. So let's see. But it does look like it could be a German-developed game, in fact. I mean, or at least it's been localized, at the very least. But it's got English and German in there, so I'm not quite sure. So let us play Sword of Honor. Okay. So, I mean, already, I have to say, I mean, at least in terms of the visual feel, and of audio as well, it's not bad. You've got like the chirping of birds. It's quite subtle. It's got a pretty good feel to it. I'm not sure. Oh, is it going to be loading in from disk every time I change? I mean, it's a bit sluggish, I have to say. I killed someone. I mean, shouldn't be proud of that, but at least I didn't die. But no, so, I mean, it's a little, sluggish maybe isn't the word. It's maybe unfair to categorise it as sluggish. It responds reasonably well, but there's just a little feel to it. It's not. It could be a little bit springier, I suppose. But that's also a trade-off when you're. Well, there you go. It's a bit of a trade-off when you're doing, when you're rendering a bit more and, trying to. Wow, this guy's killing me. Oh no, not. He's I'm not doing. Oh yeah, I think this is probably going to be. I don't think I'm going to get past this guy. So I'm going to move on. That was Sword of Honor. Not bad. Well, good, really, honestly. So that's Sword of Honor. Let's see what we have next. Oh, and here we go. Super Ice Hockey. Once again, a cracked version from the Untouchable Crackings Force, UCF. It's going to be a bit noisier. Bring it down a bit. So this is a 1987 game, Superstar Ice Hockey. It's got quite a cute feel to it, at least for the intro. I like that. With Mindscape, software that challenges the mind. Okay, that's always good. Well, not always good, to be honest, but it's sometimes good. It's funny. It's going back to talking about Sword of Honor. They've got this just kind of describing the game itself. I won't talk about the gameplay itself, but it says it features lethal weapons, vicious hand-to-hand combat, and awesome gameplay. With wicked music, sound effects, 90 colours on screen, and 2.5 megabytes of mental graphics, this game must be one of the most realistic martial arts games ever. So, 2.5 megabytes obviously doesn't sound like a lot. That's like one PNG these days, or JPEG. But what's interesting is that I don't recall it being across multiple floppies, in which case that's a neat trick. This is like 171k floppy or 100, whatever it is. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the controls are. I see a flashing cursor at the top left. I see, well, this seems to be the joystick, fine. I don't know, cursor up, down, left, right, no, F1, space. Play next game. I mean, I just think maybe I hit return, I hit space already. How do I navigate around here? Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's got to be some sequence of keys, and the key, honestly, it doesn't seem to do anything. It just makes that cursor flash a bit. This one doesn't even do that when I press it, so don't know. All right. At least it's responding in the sense that when I press a key, that cursor does flicker, but there's really no way for me to know. Maybe it needed some specialized peripheral, like an ice hockey stick that connected in, and no, I don't think so. All right. That's a shame. Not that I was particularly looking forward to playing ice hockey, I have to say, but it's a shame that it loaded and I don't know how to progress. And it's bit of a UX fail, honestly. There must be something. What is it that I'm missing here? S, start. P, play. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I did all the numbers. I've kind of mashed I haven't mashed it, but alright, let's mash it. It's probably like Commodore key F1 or something that you have to do, but how? I mean, I suppose it's documented. Irritating. Now it's not doing anything there. Come on. All right. Well, you know, life's too short. That was it. I'm sorry. It's another bit of another view to a kill experience, isn't it? But I'm not going to edit this out. Was it Superstar Ice Hockey? Anyway, if anybody knows or can find out, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. But let's go on and play the last of the 4 games that I've uncovered this week. This one is on the B side of the floppy, and as far as I recall, I have to start with P. This is Pharaoh's Revenge is the 4th game, and let's see. Pharaoh's Revenge. So when I loaded it, I mean, I had to load and just sort of checked whether it was working. I haven't played it. But it had a bit of a Prince of Persia feel to it. Obviously, Prince of Persia came later. I think Prince of Persia came a number of years later. Anyway, it's a PC game. It's an awesome game. Yeah, and it's but I mean, that may not be doing justice to Prince of Persia. So let's see. It just sort of had a little bit of a, what, you know, in terms of the initial sort of off the cuff knee-jerk reaction. It seemed a bit like that. Anyway, let's see. All right, let's run. So I think there probably would have been a title screen, but for some reason, I mean, I tried the loader. This had me worried, but it does actually then something happens. So there, somebody's shooting over my head. I have a energy at 100%. So the you know, the animation of the running isn't quite as sophisticated, in my opinion, as Prince of Persia was in that sense. So I've got there's some electrical crackling field thing down on the left. I think I can run and jump to the right to get over those green stalagmite things. But I mean, let's go to the right, I guess. Well, you see, that sticks a bit, and then well, I jumped over the. You see, that's killing me. Surely, yeah. It took my energy down to 94. But how do I? I'm having trouble. All right. You see, it's not quite as sophisticated. I guess, you know, Prince of Persia had a classic. You know, these rotoscoping to literally get the individual, you know, frames, sprites for the character that were sketched out. It was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is okay, but let's see. I have jumped to the side, and I have been at. Oh, you see that I shouldn't do. Agreed. But it does have a. There is some timing. Oh, there is some timing there. Like, it does disappear, that crackle, the energy. You see, they're not. All right. So again, I have to work out at what point. Okay. Well, that seemed to be maybe the way, or a way at least. So here, let's see. If I go here and jump. There, nice. Monkey bars. Let's do this. And then how do I do it? A jump. Okay, I'm swinging. I mean, moving the joystick doesn't seem to. I'm like, wow. This is tricky. Do I have to time? It looks like, I mean, he's swinging, right? So maybe there's some timing here, timing thing involved. Like, as he goes up, I have to press the. But as soon as I hit the fire button, it releases. But oh wow! Now I'm now I don't know what to do, because if I drop, I'm dead. But I don't quite see how to move forward. I can't press down in any way, because that will just drop. But moving up, to the left, to the middle, to the right doesn't do anything. Just to the right, and then I hit any downward movement, and then that's it. So this is all right. Right? Maybe. See, I have to admit, I don't quite have the hang of of the movement, the sideways jump. The overall, I will say that the kind of it's mummy. Oh, mummy, can I fight mummy, or do I? I'm behind a thingy. Maybe I can just get past mummy. There, that's okay. I'm good with that. The transitions are a little bit. I dislike them. I dislike the way that as you go off screen, it kind of slides down and up. I find that very disorientating. It seems a little unnecessary and artificial. It's like, well, because we could, rather than because it helps the gameplay. Anyway, I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, or a mummy and a pillar. I can just run past. Well, that's not so bad, is it? Okay, oops. Let's jump. You see, all right, there, I've got up. See, there's a little bit of collision there with the. That's a little, it's all right. I mean, all right. I'm not don't want to bash this game too badly. It's actually not bad. So there's no point being hypercritical. I've played a lot worse games on the Commodore. All right. I don't think I'm going to get very much further. Let me I'll get shot a few times, which will trigger the game over. And that, I think, is it for this episode. Oh, do I have unlimited lives? Probably. All right. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Floppy Friday. Did I say 30? I hope I said 39 at the beginning, because it is 39. 38 was last week. Anyway, I can't remember what I said now. As I said, I'm still waking up a little bit. Apologies for that. All right, Floppy Friday 39. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.